Chauffeur, come and take me away, cause I've been standing in this line for like 5 whole days. Me and security ain't getting along. And when I got to the front, they told me all other tickets were gone. So just take me home where the mood is mellow, when the roses are thrown and the mems are yellow. The light bulbs around my mirror don't flicker. Everybody gets a nice autograph picture. One for you and one for your sister, who at your work tonight but is an avid listener. Every song's a favorite song. The mics don't feedback. All the reviews say you need to go and see that. And everybody claps because everybody is pleased. And then they all take the stage and start performing for me like ha 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 ha. Ah. Hi everybody. Good to see all of you. Welcome to the Jaybefaunt channel. I am your host, as always, James Fauntleroy. It is good to see all of you here today. Just to let you guys know, the JB Font channel is available on all major podcast platforms like Anchor, Apple. Can I talk right today? Anchor, Apple, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. I'm also part of the Revolutionary Blackout Network, so you can catch me on the JB Show on Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern, as well as on Tuesdays at the RBN Live at 4 p.m. Eastern, and the JB, I'm sorry, in the Savvy and JB show on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Yeah, I'm out of it. So yeah, I'm out of it. Why the hell did I wear this shirt today? I should have just came to y'all shirtless. Why in the world? Why did I wear it? What? I get on my own nerves, people. Why did I wear this shirt? Look, hello to everyone. I had surgery. Yes. Am I still in pain? Yes. Was the surgery necessary? Absolutely. Did the drugs help? Yes. I haven't taken them in over 24 hours though, because like on a scale of 1 to 10, the pain is about a three, 3.5, depending on where I put my arm. It can go up to like a 4 or 5, but it's not as bad as it was right after post surgery when I was in recovery. And so, plus, you got to be careful with them opioids. Number one, they can become addictive. Number one, so you got to be careful with that. Number two, they can cause your your intestines to say I quit. Next thing you know, you're constipated, you're angry. You sound like a MAGA supporter. Golly, can't do that. Mm-mm. No. So that's why I'm kind of holding back. I'm taking them very sparingly now. Like I was taking them regularly right after surgery, and now I just kind of wean myself off, you know, because I don't want to continually keep taking such a powerful drug like that. Be honest with you, I'd rather smoke me some herb right now. See how that goes. We'll see though. We'll see how it goes in the near future. For now, I just want to say hello to everybody that's watching in the chat. So good to see all of you here today. We have first Wabaken. So good to see you here today as well. Noli D, you were here early. Girl, what are you doing here so early? You ain't gotta be here that early for me. You can be late. You can be fast and be late. Go just get yourself some tea, some coffee, put a little alcohol in it. Enjoy yourself. Don't need to be early for me. It's all love though. Thank you so much. It's not my fault you're late. Yeah. All right. Plus, my voice isn't back up to par because of the breathing tube that they put down my throat after surgery. And plus, it extends energy just for me to speak. So, just letting y'all know that it's actually more laborious or labor laborious, yes, to do this stream than normal because even speaking drains my energy. But I wanted to make sure that I did a stream at least with you guys, and I'll be on RBN just for a little bit too, just to come back with my comrades and get myself back into the normal swing of things. So that's what's going on with me. Um, Swery Fairy says, Bestie, you better be going easy on yourself, or I'm racing down 95 to wrap you in bubble wrap and feed you cookies till you heal. I like bubble wrap because I like to pop the bubbles. So that's cool. I don't mind that. Definitely. Oh no, I wish. I'm not. I'm This is me sober. Oh my goodness. Love you too though, by the way. Diggs Diggs BTW7. I guess it's Diggs by the way 7. Good to see you. Good to see you in chat. Good to see you on the Twitch side of the force. Nice to have you here as well. All right, we have Robin saying, "Hey all, good to see you, JB. How goes the mend? It hurts." Like, okay, I'm gonna give you guys a good example of how it feels. It feels like somebody took a baseball and stuffed it inside my arm, and it's swollen. Like, look, my arm is very swollen. Look at the difference. Like, you can't even see any like definition. It's just horrible. Um, and I'm sweating too. So, but yeah, see the difference between this one and this one. So yeah, it's swole. It I look. I'll be honest with you. Right now, my arm feels like it needs to be smoked in a smoker and basted with some barbecue sauce. That's honestly how my, you know, Lord, oh Lord. So that's one of the things I'm hoping. And also, I'm numb all on the underside and on my thumb and index finger. I'm numb. So yikes. So good to see you, Robin. All right. JB, the spiritual guru. No, 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 no. I'm not. I'm no guru. I try to be. I try to be more. I guess spiritual one way, where I try to think of everybody as as part of a cosmic whole. But I don't know. Maybe there's some things that fascinate me, but I would never call myself a guru. But thank you. I appreciate that. Emo G says, "Good to see you. Looking good. Thank you. Thank you." Ah, oh my goodness. Meltdown some X-Lax bestie. I took I took Miralax yesterday. In about 4 hours, I'm taking another dose. So yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, for me in my case, it's more of weight loss that has to deal with it than anything else. And it's it's based on BMI, which is actually kind of racist in its origins. That's another thing that doesn't get talked about. But yeah. All right. Danny says early bird catches the worm. JB. Yes, that's right. That's the word. Sorry. Tony Flowers in the chat saying, "Good to see you, JV. Take care of yourself, comrade. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Also, AG. Glad to see you doing well. Thank you so much as well. Who else is in the chat that we have? All right. No, not the good kind of swole. You know what I'm saying? I like the good kind of swole. No, I'm just kidding. No, no, I'm not kidding. I'm just gonna shut up right now because you know, it's a family show. Yeah. So, oh, I'm sorry, guys. That's the fan. It's really hot in here, and I could turn my other fan up, but then that'll interfere with the sound. Let me try to. Hopefully that helps a little bit. My bad. Um, But yeah, um, so yeah, there's a few things that I want to talk about. Some things that come across my purview on the news. Um, as you guys, filter in here, I just want to show this story. Um, it made me laugh, and I hope it makes you laugh too. So here we go. All right. This is from AOL. It says a North Carolina city hired a black town manager, then its entire police force resigned. That's right, people. Resign. Resignation will arise with the guys, but you gotta be smart about it. Okay, so sorry, I couldn't help it. Okay, so it says the subheading says that the July 20th mass resignation of Kenley's police chief, four time four full-time officers and two town clerks who are all white, came less than 2 months after the town hired a new town manager who is black. So it starts off with less than a week after the entire police department in Kenley, North Carolina, announced their resignation, citing a quote unquote toxic and quote unquote hostile work environment. Elected officials from the town of about 2,000 residents have gone silent on a plan for new law enforcement moving forward. The July 20th mass resignation of the department's police chief, four full time officers, and two town clerks, who are all white, came in less than 2 months after the town hired a new manager who was black, leaving many critics to question whether race was at the core of the department's sudden collapse. Justine Jones, who has worked for 16 years in local governments in Minnesota, Virginia, South Carolina, and North Carolina, was selected to be town manager after a quote unquote nationwide search of 30 candidates, according to a town press release. She began the job on June 2nd. So the town of Kenley is 36% black, 20% Hispanic, and 36% non Hispanic white. So, and that is the town manager, right? Now, it says police chief Josh Gibson said in a resignation letter that he's been pleased with the progress that his department has made in the last 3 years, but he says the quote unquote hostile work environment that Jones produced made it impossible for progress to continue. Gibson was with the department for 21 years. He said he has not expanded on the alleged details, citing legal concerns, but added that he would consider returning to work if Jones were fired. You know, it'd be funny if they did fire Jones and replaced Jones. Um, oh, okay, cool, cool. All right, CJ is live. Good. I'll be with him in a little while, in a little bit. But one thing I find interesting about this whole thing is that if she was fired, but then she was replaced with someone with the same viewpoints, ideology, and race, would that police officer still come back? Is it just that person, or is it the fact that she's a black woman? Mind you, this article does not touch on her views on policing at all. I read this article. It has touched on nothing having to do with her policing. That being said, she's only been on, you know, as a city manager for about 2 months. 2 months, and then the entire police force quit. But the entire police force is only five officers and two clerks. That being said, like, what has she changed in order for them to cite that it's a hostile work environment? See, that's the question that I have in my mind. It's like, what changed to make it so that it's like, oh my God, I can't take this anymore. I have to quit. You've been in the force for 21 years. 21 years you've been on the force. Seen many people come and go. You've endured. You've been in that. You've had that career for 21 years, and then somebody comes in, and only after 2 months, you're like, "That's it. I'm gone." What is it? What is it that made that person, that officer, what made him go that route? See, the thing is you and I know what that is. We both know exactly what that is, why that's the case. They know why it's the case, but they can't outwardly say why it's the case because racists don't like to be called racists. Race have a uh, an identity denial. They deny that what they are because it's seen as so bad, which rightfully so, that they don't want to be called what they really are, right? It's just like it's like the opposite. Like if somebody calls me, "Oh, you're a commie, you're a socialist," I'm like, "Yeah, cool, okay, accurate description, yeah." Also, tell me about my other identifiers. I'm also a black man. I'm also gay. I'm also disabled. Yeah, go ahead. But the thing is, and hell, you can even call me by a negative identifier. You can say, um, "You're disorganized." I am. I wear that. I'm disorganized. Am I flaky? Hell yeah, I'm flaky. I'm flaky as hell. I wear that too. I'm trying to improve on it, but I wear that too. But the thing is all the negative traits that I have, I'm trying to work on to improve it. The difference is a lot of people who have these racist tendencies within them, they don't want to be called that, but at the same time, they're not doing anything to resolve that aspect of themselves within themselves. Or the process is going slower than society is going slower than the speed that society is changing. And so for them, it's like, oh my God, things were so much better back in the 80s or the 70s. And it's like, why? Well, because it was more accepted. You're stuck way back there where society, socially, I'm not talking about economically, socially, has progressed a little bit. Whereas now that if you get tagged with the word racist or something like that, then yeah, it's bad. Racism used to be the thing back then. Hell, Nazism used to be the thing back then. You know how many companies actually were endorsed Nazism back in the day because it was profitable? Capitalism now is just like, no, no, no. We can't be down with that racism crap because it's going to affect our bottom dollar. So that's what's going on right now, as we can see, right? Going back to the article. So he also talked about it on his social media page. He said, I have put in my 2 weeks notice along with the whole police department. He said the new manager has created an environment I do not feel we can perform our duties and services to the community. What duties are those exactly that you feel that you cannot perform under the purview of this person? See, here's my thing. If this person is like Kamala Harris, then yeah, yeah, y'all just racist because this person is basically just down for police force to do, what police officers do anyway. You just, But if this person is talking about, you know, um, holding him to an account, let's say this person is more of a police department reformist, right? While I don't think that's far enough, just that alone is scaring them and making them want to quit. I'm like, all right, deuces. Don't let the door hit you on the ass where I could have kicked you. Now, what I would love if this woman, this city manager was a more of the same vein as people like myself and Sabby and Glory Jones, more of uh, a defund the police on the road to abolition and have our own neighborhood um, public safety personnel throughout. I think that would be the best. If she is like that, then shit, do your thing, sister. But if she's more of a police reform, step in the right direction, but still, it's not going to do any good. But if she's like somebody like Kamala Harris or like Val Demings, yeah, y'all just it's purely out of racism because people like Kamala Harris and Val Demings are basically just white police officers with a different gender and a different skin color. That's basically what they are. Police officer is a police officer. A cop is a cop. So it's just it's just weird. I find this interesting. It says none of the department employees expanded on the alleged working conditions. I wonder why. Maybe because it would lead to more scrutiny of why they left. They don't want to be scrutinized even further. These are police officers, and yet they bowed out like a bunch of crybabies. You guys put yourselves on the line every single day. Put your life on the line every single day, quote unquote. And yet y'all can't handle a new manager in the department only after 2 months. In Jones' new position, the town manager's roles and responsibility are wide ranging, including overseeing the day to day operations of the local government. A town manager often manages internal affairs and plans the city budget, which includes the police budget for approval by a city council. Hold on. I got to take a sip of tea for this one. Mm. Tea is too good. Mm-mm. So, that being said, I would like to know from him, compared to the year before as to the year now, what does the budget look like? What does the budget look like? If the budget has went down for police officers in their department, good. And that may be the reason he's like, oh, well, we can't deal with this. This is toxic. This is hostile. Interestingly enough, says a town manager and mayor have similar duties, but a mayor is elected, whereas a town manager is appointed. Needless to say, that person, she might have never been elected, especially because the police force would have said hell no to her. But the fact that she was appointed instead, Like I typically do not like appointments, but if she's doing work like this by like diminishing the police budget, and hopefully, somebody like her will be redirecting the police budget to more disenfranchised areas, neighborhoods. I mean, a, a third of the entire town is black. So you have the poor blacks and the poor whites that desperately need, a better system in that town. So rerouting some of the funds from the police to those towns would actually better serve the community, right? Um, here's one of the points as well. Um, the crybaby, Chief Gibson said he cited staffing shortages as one of the challenges that ultimately led to his resignation. The police department should have had 8 full-time officers, but had been operating with only 5 for the past few months. There are also 3 part-time officers. So apparently there weren't enough officers. But then that the question begs, it's like, okay, but what about the rate of crime, violent crime, uh, in that area, and how has that been affected so far in the last couple months? And really, you can't really do too much from the last couple months because, let's be honest. I mean, 2 months is very small. You know, I mean, you know, hey, Yipper, uh, look, since was it December, January, I have been at 2 p.m. Eastern every single Tuesday since then. Uh, Ron, he comes on at different times. That's him. And RBN, that if they want to do a show at this time, sorry. But I do know that Sabi is going to be having a live stream at 3, which I also will be watching. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. But yeah, as far as this article goes, take a look at it yourselves, people. It's very interesting just to see. Yipper, I'm just saying I had this time slot first, so I'm I'm sticking my claim right here. 2 p.m. Eastern Tuesdays is Jaybefaunt time. All right, I got custody of you. You're my damn kids. Ain't nobody gonna move in on my time with my people. No, I love y'all. It's JB time. Stop, JB time. I know you, for that's why I'm playing back, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know what? You know, it's it's good that they're alive at this time too. That because you know what that means? That means there are more of us in the media for you to choose from, and you're not limited to the same old people. And I think that's pretty awesome. So love to all my people out there that are doing the damn thing right now. So, all right. So that's it for that article. It just, I thought it was hilarious. Um, I have a secondary um article that I want to highlight as well. Let me see. Since we're on this subject, uh, yeah. So this is a video. Um, this is from Rex Chapman. Thank you so much. Says it's 14 years since Cincinnati police officer was caught on a body cam using the N word repeatedly and much more. This isn't her first time in trouble. So we're going to play this, and I will see you guys on the other side.
Now at 11, racial slurs made by a Cincinnati police officer in uniform. Recently released body cam footage here shows Rose Valentino using a racial slur and also admitting to it.
WCPO 9 News reporter Jake Ryle walks us through this footage.
The city manager in a statement said that the body camera footage is disturbing. Officer Rose Valentino called it an isolated incident, her using a racial slur while on duty.
It's April 5th. Officer Rose Valentino is pulling into CPD District 3. Several cars are parked to pick up students at Western Hills University High School. Officer Valentino activated her lights and siren to get the drivers to move.
You gotta move. Ridiculous. Is she gonna just sit there?
A black teen who was leaving school raised his middle finger at Officer Valentino, which set Valentino off.
Oh, I hate him so much. God, I hate this world. Hate it.
Several seconds pass. Valentino then uses a racial slur under her breath.
Hate him.
We dug into Officer Valentino's personnel file. She's
Now hold up 1 second. Hold up. Let's go back over that again, huh? Let's do it again.
Valentino then uses a racial slur under her breath.
Hate him.
Uses a racial slur under her breath.
Hate it.
Several seconds pass. Valentino then uses a racial slur under her breath.
Hate him.
We dug into Officer Valentino's personnel file. She's a 14-year veteran with CPD. Her performance report shows she consistently meets or exceeds standards for patrolling. She trains officers who recently graduated from the academy. Her supervisors say she's dedicated and a hardworking beat officer, adding she comes to work with a positive, motivated attitude, which is appreciated, and that she does great work. She's been reprimanded in the past for not turning on her body camera multiple times. And this is not the first time Officer Valentino has been on the city's radar for an issue involving race. In November 2018, she was one of three police officers involved in a lawsuit where Jerry Isham, a realtor, was showing a home to Anthony Edwards. Both are black. Court docs show she escalated the situation by aiming her gun at the two men and then putting them in handcuffs. The city settled the case for $151,000. And in March 2020, while off duty, she pushed and punched two family members and used an umbrella to damage a car. She was convicted by plea of disorderly conduct and was referred to a behavioral health center for anger management. Fast forward to the April 5th incident. According to the internal report, Officer Valentino acknowledged her statements weren't appropriate and that she was surprised the racial slur came out.
No. Wait. Hold up. Wait. She made me go up a couple octaves. Wait a second. She's surprised that it came out of her mouth. She was alone in the car. She was surprised it came out of her mouth. Oh my God, I'm so surprised that I actually said the N-word out loud while I was alone in the car. Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that. Do you actually expect me? Do they actually expect us to believe that? Hey all, I'm going through a rough patch. Dated a fellow socialist would turn out into a verbal, emotional, and physical abuse relationship required me. Oh my gosh. Yep, X. If you're in need of like some crowdfunding, tag me in a tweet for like your GoFundMe or your Cash App or something like that, and I'll make sure to share it. I'm very sorry. Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Oof. Yipper says, I'm not defending her, but police departments can't hold evidence until uh, convinced. So who released it? She had too much problems and they had to let her go. Cops have been kept on the force for far worse. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. But I'm juxtaposing this with the other article that I just read. That people sit here and talk about, not all cops, and it's like, yeah, because of, the force itself. Oh, you guys can't hear me? Can you hear me in the chat? Please let me know. Testing. Let me mic check testing. Mic check testing 1 2. Is that better? Is it better? Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure you guys can hear me because I don't want to. But yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you very much. But yeah. Also, YepX just you know. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, that's better. Okay. Cool. Um. So yeah, but as far as police officer, I mean, the whole phrase is, a bad apple spoils a whole bunch. I think the bunch has been spoiled since its inception, and it's been that way ever since the founding of the country. That's just my view. Let's continue.
And that it didn't represent who she was as an officer or how she felt about African Americans.
Hold on. I find this hard to believe.
Fast forward to the April 5th incident. According to the internal report, Officer Valentino acknowledged her statements weren't appropriate and that she was surprised the racial slur came out, and that it didn't represent who she was as an officer or how she felt about African Americans. She claimed to have been desensitized to racially offensive language by music and hearing people talk on the street.
Oh my god. Holy crap. Well, she basically said that the reason why she said the N word towards a black kid while she was in her squad car, thinking that she was alone, even though her cam footage was playing her audio, she used the N word. And then she blamed it on basically the way we talk in the streets and the language that's used in hip hop. Let me ask you, do you really believe that? Do you? You know, Black people's intelligence have been questioned for hundreds of years. Despite us being inventors of many things like the portable air conditioning unit or inventing the stoplight or being computers for NASA to get astronauts to the moon or to be surgeons and do revolutionary surgeries. I mean, but consistently, our intelligence is constantly questioned. It appears that it's questioned right now. It appears that our intelligence as a people is basically being mocked because she basically said the most idiotic thing. Yo, who needs opiates when I have this lady saying this kind of bullshit? Oh shit. Shocked, I tell you. Oh my God, I'm so shocked. Look, y'all. I don't even know what to do with the rest of this.
In that report, she said her job is having a negative impact on her mental health, something she's since sought help for.
According to the city manager, the disciplinary hearing process continues. We'll have more updates when they become available. Jake Ryle, WCPO 9 News.
Oh snap! Reality, it's so good to see you. Yeah, I'm recovering from surgery still. In fact, I'm not gonna be on that much longer, but yeah, definitely. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. We're constantly being suppressed and things like that. And Yepex, I'll make sure to give your pin tweet a look once I'm done. But thanks for letting me know. I appreciate you keeping me abreast of what's going on. So and you have my support. So I'm sorry about that. I have something else to show you because I'm about to go off in a second. But oh gosh, I don't even know how to introduce this. Y'all gonna laugh, but y'all also gonna cringe. You're gonna laugh, but you're gonna cringe. You're gonna. I'm just gonna. Oh gosh, I'm just gonna share. Okay. I saw this, and I was like, I wanted to spit out my tea. The tea was too good though, so I swallowed it. I ain't saying nothing else after that. All right, so I found this on my Facebook page. And
as always, Wakanda forever. Paid for by Kamala Harris. As always, Wakanda forever. Paid for by Kamala Harris. As always, Wakanda forever. Paid for by Kamala Harris.
what?
As always, Wakanda forever. Paid for by Kamala Harris.
What?
Always. Wakanda forever. Paid for by Kamala Harris. Always. Wakanda forever.
Look, I'm sorry, y'all.
Harris.
I saw it. Now y'all have to see it too. I'm sorry.
Wakanda
I'm sorry.
forever.
I'm sorry. Y'all, look.
Paid for by Kamala Harris. As always, Wakanda forever. Paid for by Kamala Harris. As always, Wakanda forever. Paid for by Kamala Harris.
Y'all. Look. The new sneak peek trailer for Black Panther Wakanda Forever came out over the weekend. It was a very beautiful trailer, right? Especially since the passing of Chadwick Boseman. And so they basically, it was basically, we felt the loss throughout, the trailer, and it really hit you in the heart. But this right here, I should have been high before playing this again. I should have been high. Because I don't know if I can continue to take this anymore. I don't know. Look, I don't know. Sorry, still sore. That woman must be stopped. Somebody get their auntie. Somebody get their auntie, man. Somebody get their auntie. Like, really? Wakanda forever. I don't even know what to say. All I know is you have to laugh to keep yourself from crying. That was some clown BS. So, just to let y'all know, Vice President cares, people. Vice President of the United States of America. Yeah. Disrespect. Oh, yeah. yeah, she's black now until shit hits the fan. So yeah, I hope you guys got to. I'm sorry, I had to suffer, so y'all had to suffer too. So yeah. I'm going to be ending the stream a little early. I was going to try to do between 45 minutes and an hour because I want you guys to go over to Sabby's channel because Sabby is actually going to be airing her interview with Congressman Ro Khanna. Also, just a spoiler alert. I don't think Ro Khanna does too good in this interview. But Sabby does. So, good, you guys, go ahead and move over to her, and then I'll be on RBN Live at 4. I'm only going to be on RBN Live at, probably between 4. I say probably, I may get there a little bit late. I say probably between 4:15 and 5:15, something like that. I'm not going to be on very long because I need to lay. I need to lay down, especially after that Kamala Harris BS. I gotta lay down. So, yeah. So I'm gonna give you guys a chance to move over there so you guys can catch it fully. Also, if you guys haven't already, thank you so much to all the patrons on Patreon and Buzz Coffee. Thank you so much for taking care of me. Thank you for all the people with the kind words and well wishes that I've been getting constantly since I before I went to the hospital, after I came out the hospital, and then days after, because you guys are extremely caring, loving, compassionate people who are also brilliant that teach me every single day. Thank all of you. Even if you didn't say anything to me, if you just thought something positive about me, thank you. I appreciate it. Because somehow maybe that vibration went out through the universe and it touched me in a positive way. Thank you. So to all my patrons on Patreon and Coffee, thank you so much. As well as, what am I forgetting? Oh yeah. The book, Blood in My Eye by George Jackson. I'm going to continue that later this week. JB's tired, and I can't focus on reading as much as I would like to right now because of this. But yeah. So yeah, people, love you all. Take care. Leave the world better than you found it. Continue and you guys actually left my world better than you found it, which I love you for. So take care and have a wonderful afternoon. Oh, please like the stream really quick right before you go. Please like it. All right. Okay. Well, forehead kisses. Mwah. Yeah. A fresh, cool young Luke trying to touch his microphone. Check 2 1 2. Wouldn't believe my own hype, but it's true untrue. The world bought me to my knees. What if you brung you? Did you improve on design? Did you do something new? What did a name guest list? Who brung you? You, the more famous person. You come through, and the sexy lady next to you.